These recipes go back a long way. This one that I'm doing today is Richard Briggs' Art of English Cookery, and it's the 1780s. This one's flavoured with lemon. Maids of Honour, there are some fantastic origin stories about this recipe, usually involving Henry VIII. The legend goes that he came across Maids of Honour eating them off a silver dish, and he liked it so much that he had the maid who made it imprisoned and the recipe locked away in an iron box, only to be produced for the royal family, which makes fantastic advertising when these things start being sold in the 18th century. So the first step of my recipe is to make my curd, which I'm going to flavour with lemons. So what we need to do is get the milk nice and hot. Not boiling, before we add the acid to split it to make the curd. And then go and prepare our acid. So as well as needing the juice to split the milk, I'm going to use some of the zest to flavour it. You can do it with a knife to get the oily layer and avoid getting the white layer, because this is where all the lemon flavour is, and that's quite bitter. We don't want any of that bitterness. I have a lovely tool from my own kitchen at home, which is a zester. Does the job in half the time and means I get to keep my thumbs in one piece. Curd tarts go way, way back. I mean, the earliest one that I know of is called sambukard. It's in form of curry, or form of curry, and is definitely a springtime dish because it contains elderflowers. And the next thing is to juice our lemons. A litre of milk needs about 50 millilitres of lemon juice to do the job, so I'm making sure I've got more than enough. Milk's about hot enough, and I'm going to add the lemon juice. One quick stir. You can see it's starting to curdle already. And now we need to leave it to turn into Miss Muffet's favourite tea time snack, curds and whey. Time for tea. So the curd is definitely separating from the whey. Pour them into, lumpy bits, my cloth-lined bowl. Gather up the corners and drain that. It depends how dry you like your curds. You can leave it 20 minutes, you can leave it a couple of hours. As we're going to be adding egg yolk, cream, brandy, orange flower water, lots of other liquids, we don't want it too wet. This is what we're going to be working with today. Briggs says take half a pint of sweet curd. Here's the curd that we split earlier. It's probably not half a pint, but it's close. Scrape that into there, and he said beat it until it be like butter. Give it a good squidge. And that's looking relatively lump-free. It says to add cream. It says half a pint, but this is 1788, and they're on a 16-ounce pint rather than the imperial 20-ounce pint. So we've got to downsize and then convert that to, take away the number you first thought of, so about that much. Mix that together. It says to add 4 yolks with the whites of 2, but modern eggs tend to be significantly larger, so I'm going to go 2 yolks and 1 white. I'm lazy, less beating. I'll have some of the white of this one. Cooking should be tactile, by the way. Glass of brandy. Looks quite small to the modern eye, but if you were dining in the 18th century, glasses didn't go on the table, they were on the sideboard, and you would call for a glass, raise it in toast, nick it, hand it back to your servant. So if you have large modern sized bowls, you won't be getting far through the meal. I may have overdone the brandy, by the way. Candied peel, finely chopped, about an ounce. Yeah, good enough. That zest we had earlier, that can go in there and we can chop all that up together. It smells fantastic over here. Brandy and orange. Finer we can mince this, the further through the mixture it will spread. A splash of orange flower water and sweeten it to your palate. Neroli, put a spoonful and a little bit, and away we go again. And that's about it, I think. Oh no, hang on, nutmeg. Classic 18th century ingredient, nutmeg. People would carry around small containers with nutmegs and nutmeg graters in them. I mean, if you don't like nutmeg, because some people find it quite harsh, cinnamon goes quite well with all these citrus flavours. And that's it. Now, Richard Briggs' recipe calls for puff paste, and I have a confession. I'm rubbish at pastry, so I've cheated and I've bought some, but don't tell anybody else. Cut it out in circles. With my patty pans, I found the perfect size is my favourite tea mug. 6 of these. Repeat until you've got 12. So we've got our 12 discs, and then we just pop them in. They need to be filled about half to 2/3 full, because this mixture with the eggs in it will rise. Wipe the mess off, which will try and stick them back in. Briggs says a moderate oven and doesn't give any timings, typical of early recipes. It's about 200 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. These are looking rustic. They're never going to win a beauty contest, but what I think we need to do now is get some people to taste them for me. Volunteers, victims.
Here we go, here we go.
Wow, they look
Go for the top
lovely.
layer.
They do look good. Pastry's really soft too.
That's because I bought it.
This is the one and only original Maids of Honour tart recipe, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
This is Richard Briggs.
They are lovely. It's sweet but not too sweet, and a lovely lemony flavour.
And a real good curd. It's nice and dry, so it's not sloppy or anything like that. It's really, really nice.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. I can rest easy. In fact, have another drink.